It really is like more information than you'd probably get in a 3 or 4 week custom search from an attorney with that click of a button.
Can you talk to a little bit about how Evalify works?
Yeah, like at a super simple level, I look at it as Carfax. If you're familiar with Carfax and you want to do a background check on a used car before you buy it, in the old days you would have to hire an attorney, do some really complicated investigations, try to figure out if there's a wreck or some other thing involved, make sure the title is clean. There's a lot of work you'd have to do manually. And you would never do that, frankly, for most used car purchases, right? Unless you're buying your, used Bentley or something. And so there's a lot of problems within the used car market space. There's a lot of lemons, there's a lot of crashed cars, there's a lot of, conflicted titles. Carfax came along and said, you're just going to give us a VIN number, and we're going to search all the databases. We're going to come back and give you this nice little graphic and report that's in 2 pages summarizing the entire history of the car. And it became the standard. Now you won't buy a car, sell a car. Car dealerships have Carfax reports taped on the windows, right? Now, in a way, that's what we're trying to do with IP, right? It's a very manual process right now. It's a lot of bespoke, custom, hand-driven work. It takes time. It's expensive. So you're only going to do it for the most, legitimate, expensive, worthy transactions, where you probably should be doing it for most transactions. And essentially, we made it that simple. You could take a product roadmap, you could take a pitch deck, you could take any kind of documents that document what you're trying to do as a solution or as a product, and upload it into Evalify at the click of a button. We're going to use AI to extract out of that what it is you're actually trying to do. We call it features in data science. We're going to extract the features and understand exactly what you're trying to do as a solution. And we're going to create automatically a search profile based on that. And we go out to a database in over 120 jurisdictions, and we search 180 million global patents. And then we come back, and again with AI, we're going to analyze that, sort it. We produce a score, not unlike a credit score, saying what's the risk of this particular product. And we highlight all the things we think you should know. And again, this all comes back in about 5 minutes. So what are the biggest patent holders in the space you're thinking about that you should know about? What are the relevant patents? How strong is this space in terms of existing patent space, which might make this a weak thing for you? Or how weak is it in terms of how big of an opportunity is this for you if you get it right? We even have within the data a chance for you to modify the searches, explore things like what could you do differently to make a stronger patent filing. It really is more information than you'd probably get in a 3 or 4 week custom search from an attorney with that click of a button. And again, the attorneys are embracing that because they're able to give their customers quick answers, give them the answers they want, and then the work that needs to be done on a manual level where the attorneys make their real value and their money that's when you're saying, okay, I want to file something unique, or I want to litigate against this, or I want to go much, much deeper on a search. That all just tees up that kind of work. So we're just trying to play this crucial first step. And one of the things I believe about AI is a lot of people talk about, you mentioned it, people losing jobs or AI replacing what we do as humans. And look, if I'm being a realist, there's a whole bunch of stuff we do as humans that don't add value in this planet. So I have no problem with AI doing half of that. But that's really not my message. My message really is that AI should allow us to do things we wouldn't do otherwise, right? And so it comes down to that force multiplier. If you would normally search 1 out of 40 products you're thinking about building because of the time and cost, and now you can search 40 out of 40 because of time and cost, and tools like this. That's where we need to be going. So again, you're not competing with the current status quo. You're enabling us to do things we wouldn't otherwise do, and I think that's what's most exciting.